Watch what happens when a true commander enters the room. Silence falls. Real authority doesn't need to shout. It waits. Five-star generals understood a psychological truth most leaders miss. Willpower isn't about force, it's about control. These men didn't just command armies, they commanded themselves. They held a rank that barely exists today because they possessed a caliber of will that has largely vanished. Most people mistake willpower for energy. They think it's about activity. But look closer at these men. Their power came from what they refused to do. They didn't panic. They didn't deflect. They didn't break. Today we dissect the psychology behind their command. Consider General MacArthur in 1942. The Philippines had fallen. Humiliation, defeat. He was ordered to leave. In that moment of absolute failure, he didn't offer a platitude. He made a vow. This wasn't optimism. It was a refusal to accept the current reality as final.
20 years later, at West Point, he explained the mechanics of this will. He spoke of duty, honor, country. He described the internal strength required to build courage when courage seems to fail, and regain faith when there seems to be little cause for faith.
Notice the language. Forlorn. Most leaders crumble when external validation disappears. They need wins to feel confident. MacArthur teaches us the opposite. True willpower is internal. It is the ability to hold a vision in your mind for years, despite what your eyes see. It is the discipline to endure silence and defeat without losing the objective. Move to George C. Marshall, the organizer of victory. His lesson is uncomfortable. In 1941, as Army Chief of Staff, he laid out a brutal standard for his officers. He said a unit's quality, discipline, and training depend entirely on you. Here is the key phrase. Whatever deficiencies there must be charged to your failure and incapacity. Read that again. Charged to your failure. In modern hierarchies, leaders are experts at deflection. They blame the market. They blame the team. They blame the budget. They speak constantly to justify their position. Marshall exposes the power is the willingness to accept the blame. It requires immense willpower to stand in front of a failure and say, "This is mine." When you stop making excuses, you secure your authority. You stop talking. You fix it. Finally, Omar Bradley, the GI's general. He understood. Bradley distinguished firmness from harshness. He said, "Leadership means firmness, not harshness or bullying. Understanding, not weakness." Bullying is a sign of weakness. It's loud. It tries to force respect through fear. Firmness is quiet. It is the willpower to be humane when you have the power to destroy. Bradley noted that leadership is intangible. No weapon can replace it. It is the discipline of character. MacArthur's endurance, Marshall's ownership, Bradley's restraint. The lesson is simple. Stop explaining yourself. Stop justifying your failures. Stop raising your voice to demand respect. Next time chaos hits, pause. Notice who speaks first to make an excuse. That is the weak link. Notice who stays silent and holds the line. That is where the power signal is.